In this video, I'm gonna be showing you guys how you can create a bamboo farm for your survival world. This farm is crazy simple. So basically we have like these two big patches of bamboo, and then here we have a flying machine which is going to break the bamboo. Then once it arrives to the other side, this is a super simple resender. So when our flying machine comes here, it will be sent backwards. And yeah, so that's how it breaks the bamboo. Then here underneath we have a row of hopper minecarts, which picks up all of the bamboo and kindly stores it here into this chest. Now for the activation, what happens is when these bamboos grow and get in front of this observer, it will trigger the flying machine, and as you can see it live now, it breaks a whole bunch of bamboo, which will later on be collected by our hopper minecarts. And then when it arrives to this side, it will be resent in the opposite direction. And yeah, so that's really the entire farm. It's really simple, so definitely stick around to watch until the end. Here are all of the resources that I required to build this farm. So here all of these stuff are in exact numbers. Now for these you're gonna need a lot. The exact precise number of how many of each type will be found in the description. But yeah, so for everything else, this is the exact numbers. These go check in the description, and these are just temporary blocks because that's always a good idea when you're building with Redstone. So now what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to dig like a hole. It'll be 2 blocks deep. So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to dig like this 20 blocks, and then dig 28 blocks like that. And yeah, so that's gonna be your square, and it has to be 2 blocks deep, like I just said. Whatever. Okay, well, this normally should be like your end result. Next thing you're gonna do is just dig out here a little passage like this so that you can very easily get out of here. Also make sure you have access like so to the blocks just underneath here. So yeah, just dig yourself a way of getting in and out very easily, like I'm doing on screen. So in this gap that we just created, place a chest. Then here get rid of the entire row of blocks. This is where our hoppers are going to go. So speaking of hoppers, let's place 2 hoppers like this pointing directly downwards, and then a row of hoppers pointing towards those 2 hoppers. Like so, I think you get the idea. So here we are. Do that on both sides. This is our collection system. This is how we're going to get the bamboo out of the minecarts and into the chest. Now we can dig like this a trench 2 blocks deep, not 3, 2. So like this, just dig a trench 2 blocks deep and go across. So the idea is this is gonna be where we are going to put our redstone torches. So as you see here, we have our trench. Now place a ton of torches, redstone torches, inside this trench, and then cover it up. Anyway, you want to then do the exact same thing like this and on the other side. So that's it. Fun fact, 95.8% of people who watch my videos aren't even subscribed. I mean, come on guys, what are you doing? It's free and it really puts a big smile on my face. So if you want to make someone happy, then definitely smash that red subscribe button like if there is no tomorrow. Anyway, self-promotion out of the way, you now want to place 4 rails like this on both sides. Normally they should power up, and then you want to connect those using regular rails like so. So do that for every single row. It might get a little bit tricky because rails in Minecraft aren't the easiest things to work with. So yeah, just good luck. Okay, now we are going to be doing 2 things. First of all, here we're going to be placing blocks like so, and then we can get rid here of 2 rows of blocks like this, and then replace them for stone blocks. It doesn't have to be smooth stone, it can be any type of stone, but yeah, it should be stone. So just go across like so, and then fill it up. You are gonna have to do the same thing on the other side. So this is normally what it should end up looking like, and do the same exact thing on the opposite side. Now you're gonna have to connect these 2 rows of stone using, you guessed it, more stone. So go here to the center and then just place like this 2 rows of stones going across. They should connect normally, and then you're going to have to do another step using even more stone, but I promise you this is the last step using stone. So what you're going to want to do here is place here a row of stone, and then on the opposite side here also placing a row of stones. So normally this is what your farm should look like. Now we're going to do 2 things. We're going to put 1 hopper minecart on every single row here, and also filling it up with grass on top to, create the farm. While you're busy doing this, could you just take 5 seconds out of your day, literally just 5 seconds, to slap that like button. I am trying to grow as much as possible, and I want to hit 1000 subscribers as fast as possible, so I would really love it if you guys could help me out by simply just hitting a like on this video. So now that that's done, we are going to be placing a row of glass blocks like this around the entire farm. Now for the moment only make it 1 block tall, but later we are going to have to make it even taller. But yeah, so just go around all of the farm, including the stone, and then here where we have our passage, just don't be afraid to go like this over it. Just make sure you still have access to the chest, which I clearly do. So here at the front of the farm, which is where you have this passage and you have your chest, place like this an L formation of glass block with an obsidian block here, a sticky piston here, a slime, and then an observer. It should be pointing the other way like this. Then you can add a slime here, a sticky piston here, and an observer like this. So this is really the core of your flying machine. Then you are going to place 8 more slime blocks like this, and then a glass block at the end. So do that on both sides, and normally if you've done everything correctly up to now, these glass blocks should align with the border of your farm. Now we are going to place here just an obsidian to make sure that our farm doesn't accidentally start up. In fact, you can even place a second obsidian here. Then here you can place a lamp with a button. Then you can add a redstone on top and a block like this adjacent. So make it this formation of blocks like this. Then grab your redstone, place it like so. We are going to need ourselves some repeaters. There we are. So place 2 repeaters with 4 tick delay pointing towards the redstone dust. Then add here some observers like so. Normally they should be pointing out. So this is going to be detecting when our bamboo has grown, and then it will be activating our farm and tell it to fly, well, our flying machine to fly. Then here on the opposite side of your farm, you want to place an obsidian block here, a redstone torch, another obsidian on top, and a repeater pointing outwards with 4 tick delay. Then here add a lever or lever, however you want to call it, and activate it, and normally everything should stop being powered. Then here add 2 glass blocks and an observer pointing outwards, and then another glass block on top. So there we go. And so now we can get rid of these obsidian blocks and then activate our flying machine to test it out. Normally if everything works, once it gets to the opposite side, it will be resent to the start. So let's just quickly watch this happen. And yeah, everything looks successful, which is all. Now we are going to be filling all of this dirt with bamboo, and yeah, so do that. And once you have placed all of the bamboo, you can then make these walls 5 blocks taller like this. In total it should be 6 blocks. While you're busy doing that, I would like to take a moment to wish you all a happy new year. Even though technically speaking, 2021 won't necessarily be any of a better year than 2020, I still would like to wish you all happy new year. This will definitely be a very, very interesting year for me on YouTube. I'm hoping to be able to hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year, and Social Blade thinks that I will be able to do that on the 23rd of December. So let's see if it indeed becomes reality and if we are able to absolutely smash that sub goal. Anyway, back to the tutorial. Now what you're gonna want to do is simply wait until all of these brown stems grow into these bamboo stems, and the reason for it is next step is placing in water, but water is actually able to destroy these small brown bamboo stems, and we don't want that. We want to wait until all of those grow. Now don't be scared if the farm activates. It is allowed to do that. There's nothing wrong with it doing that. Normally you should already start collecting a fair amount of bamboo, but the reason why we want the water is to prevent any bamboo from getting stuck here on this stone part. So now that that's done, you are going to want to place water all the way here behind on the last row of stone. Normally it should flow in, and this will push all of our bamboo onto the dirt where it is collectible by those hopper minecarts. So do that on both sides like this, and normally if you did indeed wait until all of those brown stems grew, now no bamboo should break, and really that's it. Your farm is done. If you at all need a mushroom farm for your survival world, then I recommend clicking on screen to another tutorial that I made on one of those farms. Other than that, please subscribe, it really helps me, and I really want to hit 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible. Anyway, bye!